Hey, Pastor Steve Waldron. I hope you're having a great day in Jesus. Thank you so much for being with us. This is a little treasure I got at an estate sale here in Albany recently, or at least in the Albany area, and everything was 75% off. So I paid $3 for this. This is from Premier Collectibles. Sarah Palin, Going Rogue, an American Life Collector's Numbered Edition. Now, it was a little beat up on the box and that type thing, but it comes with a certificate of authenticity there. The Lord's really helped me, and I'll just say it's the Lord, to get a lot of signed and numbered books over the years, or at least signed books. I'm talking about, like, I was in a thrift store in Dothan, Alabama, and just picked up a Paula Deen cookbook. She'd signed that, and we've met Paula Deen. So Sarah Palin, she was a very prominent, at one time, Pentecostal politician. Ran for the vice presidency, represented Alaska, certain positions, and so her family became somewhat famous. She kind of had a tragic divorce and all of this, and I've got friends. I've been to Alaska, friends in Alaska, and they kind of knew her, knew of her, knew about her being baptized in Jesus' name. I think that's in here, but it was at like an Assemblies of God type church. So, you know, I got this just because of its conservative bent, going rogue. I've never really liked. It's in this real nice case here, but I kind of hate to get it out of it. Yeah. But like on the back of the book, yeah, like she does here, and I know you probably can't see it, the Portuguese sign of the devil, the, what is it, the Il Coranto, and so I'm like, yeah, that's not cool. And I've always wondered, why did she do that? So anyhow, I've had not this particular edition of this book, but this book for quite a while, a long time, and I've read through it. I don't think I just started at the beginning and went to the end. Rush Limbaugh used to say you could tell who the left feared by who they ridiculed and attacked the most, and boy, they certainly attacked her. Basically, talking about Russia being almost visible from where she was, you know, and it's like Mitt Romney's binders full of women. There comes a point in time that you just, all those are just red herrings, so to speak, that they really don't talk about policy. And if you were to do the same with people on the left and many of the ridiculous statements they make and stuff. I remember one time we were in somewhere, I want to say we were in the mountains, Sister Waldron and I, and it was a very kind of a nice restaurant and a hotel overlooking, had glass in the mountains. And I remember this older lady just ripping Sarah Palin. So we have to be very careful. To me, a larger thing is don't let the media manipulate your mind, because it's even as Malcolm X said, of all people, he said some things I do agree with. And of course, I wouldn't have believed with his overall ideology. But he said, if you're not careful, the media will make you hate the person that is your friend, or words to that effect. And boy, that's true. The power of propaganda, Edward Bernays, who kind of coined that term, and Hitler used it, power of mass media. You have to think very critically and live in the truth, buy the truth and sell it not. Because if you don't, I mean, there's coming a day, there's a strong delusion coming on this world, worse than it already is. So Sarah Palin, Going Rogue, An American Life, kind of like John Ashcraft was a Pentecostal political person. This is from Premier Collectibles. I think it's signed number 867. And so this brings me to one more quick, broader point, which I've done a few videos in times past, how to purchase books, how to build a great library for cheap, going to Amazon, eBay, and finding that thrift books and Better World books and all of this, but also in buying in lots on there, but also at Goodwills and estate sales and things like this. I had a friend of mine, this is on a different subject, but he was like a firearms collector kind of guy. And he said he'd just go to yard sales and he'd just say, hey, he was a very kind of an eminent theologian, extremely popular in the world. He was Baptist and had a huge ministry, huge. But just he'd say, hey, y'all got any guns for sale? And they'd go, he said, so often they'd go in the house, yeah, how much you give us for that? You know, because in Georgia, the background checks on those kind of sales you do if you go to a gun store and all this. So there may be, by the time you see this, who knows, universal background checks may pass. So Sarah Palin, Going Rogue in American Life, Collector's Numbered Edition. God bless you. Talk with you later. Bye-bye.